you open them up, it should just fall down, you know, with gravity. Just let gravity take it down. And then you're going to open the tray using the corners, because anything below the table at this point is considered unsterile. Okay, so grab the corners. And you got a corner and a corner. Okay. Now, at this point, if it happened to be, say, off kilter or whatever, don't worry about adjusting it until you get your gloves on. Then when you get your gloves on, you can, or you can either try to just pull. But most of the time, we try to do adjusting after we have our gloves on and everything else. Okay?
So you open it up first before you put your gloves on.
Yeah, you're going to open it all up, and then you're going to put on. Then you're going to go and you're going to put on a hat.
Movie star.
You have a hat mask. You're going to put on your lead. You're going to wash your hands. You're going to come in, get the towel, dry your hands, slide the gown on, and then put gloves on. Okay, sterile gloves. Okay. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of help you guys out, understand it.
By the way, did they have a problem with the water?
I'm sorry?
Was that a problem that was with the water?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Alright, I'll use my sleeve here as a gown. So essentially what you're going to do is then you're going to make sure that you get your gloves over your gown. Okay. Of course my sleeve's going to ride up now. Okay, so your gloves need to be over the elastic cuff of your gown. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to start breaking it all apart. Like I said, just put it in some type of order. Okay, so you're going to have gowns with the towels. You're going to have femoral drape, equipment covers, and this is a sterile table cover here. And generally what I do is typically I put the towels on top of those just because they're plastic and they can slide around. A little bit of weight will hold them all in place. And then you just take everything.
What are those blue towels for, Mr. Lee?
When we drape the patient, we use them for something in particular. So all you're going to do right now is just place them off to the side. That should not be together. Alright, so now all you're going to do is just start organizing everything. Okay, so I got my brushes there, scrub brushes there. And just turn the water on. That's fine. Okay, now, on your manifold, typically speaking, what will happen is it'll come partially connected like this. So the first thing that will go here on the first port will be your contrast line. And on the last one will be, what goes on the last port of the manifold will be your transducer that's used to convert water pressure into an electrical signal so we can see it on a monitor. You have water doors. Would you go ahead and pour me up? Don't be shy. Okay, and what I typically like to do is take a 20cc syringe, make sure all the air's out of it. You're going to have heparinized saline in a bowl, 1% lidocaine in your medicine, in your medication cup. So you're going to flush the sheath, sure you know how to operate the side port on the sheath, and then put your obturator through it. Push it till it snaps. Flush the center. Water will come out of that when we put it down. We happen to have a catheter here that we're going to use, so flush your catheter. Flush your wire. Flush your manifold through the center, and then you're going to flush your transducer. And what I usually do is I run it through and flush the top out first. Turn the off to the top. Hold it up and flush it this way because air will rise to the top. So I have air bubbles in there now. So I need to flush it to where all the air out. And flush the top one more time as well. And now turn it to where it's off here and off there. Turn the last control of the manifold down so that water doesn't leak out. Leave that there. 2 lidocaine syringes, one with 5 cc's and one with 10. Long needle on the 10 cc syringe and a short needle on the 5 cc syringe. Okay. Everything's all laid out, we're ready to go. And if we had to drape it for the day, we're going to use it later. And then you have the sterile cover, unfold it, put it on the put it over the table, and go from there. And that is a basic tray setup.
When you flush that line, you close it back?
Yes. Remember, one of the things I told you is that on some of the valves that we have, off could be where it's pointing, and some of them on could be where it's pointing. So you're going to have to get in here and play with them and figure out which one is which. Like for example, this particular valve, if you look on here closely, it has off and an arrow, so wherever it's pointing means that port is off. So if I try to flush, it's just going to come out the side port because this one is off, so it's going to go through. If I turn it off here, off to the syringe, it doesn't matter what I do with the syringe. I can't push anything because it's off to the syringe. Okay? So you always want to turn it, after you flush it, you always want to turn it off to the sheath so that when you do disconnect, all the fluid doesn't drain out. Again, it's heparinized saline, 10,000 units of saline per 1 liter of saline. So it's a 10-to-1 mix. 1% lidocaine. Please don't tell me you didn't go buy that just for this course.
No.
Oh, and that's it for now. We'll talk about draping patients and other things the next step.
Is there a set amount you need to put in?
250, 300 cc's is fine. You don't need to fill it all the way up, about a quarter full.
It looks so simple when you do it.
Well, you know, when you do it for 8 years.
What's the pink needle going to be used for?
The pink needle is a needle we leave on the table in case we need to, say it moves into intervention and we've got to draw up medications. Now I have a needle circulator can hold the medications. I have a needle that I can stick into the valve, to the vial, and pull out medications, and then take it off and put it to the side, and then I'll give this as a medication. And if I ever need to get more medications, I can put the needle back on, flush it out, stick, draw some more. So,
Yeah, we looked at that and thought that was quite a big needle.
it is.
But since it's not going in somebody,
No, this one is the one that's going in somebody.
there we go.
You know, and you can look at the tip and see that, you know, if it's underneath the skin, you know, and you try to take it and move it side to side, you know, you can just see what the tip is going to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you cringe. You know, it's basically, I mean, might as well take your blade and